Hey, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Daily Vibration. So, if you are new, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. My name is Kamoy, and we are doing the Daily Vibration for today, June 28, 2021. Now, you do need to keep in mind that energy is fluid. So, if you click on this episode after the 28th, it doesn't matter. You just want to go ahead and keep what you need if the message resonates and leave what you don't, okay? And shelf what you don't understand in case you need to circle on back, okay? So, it's a magical world, y'all. It is day number 92 in our level up journey. We currently have 8 more days left to go. And as you go and move throughout your day today, I just want you to pay attention to how magical the world is. It truly is magical, right? So we have the sun in Cancer and we have the moon in Aquarius, just depending on what time you're listening to this video. But the moon is going to be switching on over to Pisces at about 1:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where I am. So just depending on where you are, that time may be different. So we're switching out of air energy, which is about your thinking, into water energy, which is about your emotions, right? So then next 2 days, we are going to have a lot of emotional energy interacting within the collective, not just in the sun's energy, but also in the moon's energy, right? And you know, the sun represents the outer world, which is showing to the outer world, which is sharing with the outer world what's being highlighted. And the moon is what's in the dark, the shadow side, what people may not know, what people may not see, okay? Now, I do want to say this also. We have the line of passivity going through the date today. Okay, so you just want to be mindful of that. Some people may be a little passive today in their actions and maybe even in their feelings. Okay, now I also want to let you know we have triple twos in the date. That's hypersensitive energy. If you're an empath, so you want to be mindful of protecting your energy today. We also have the number 6 in the date, which is about tapping into your willpower. That's create or destroy energy. You are the creator and destroyer, okay? So you are the good and you are the evil in your life. So you need to start to pay attention to that, right? Now, let's just say that little nugget that I just dropped, right? I'm going to show you how you can use this in this magical world that we live in today. Day number 92, 8 more days left on this level up journey. You should not be the same person that you started out at 92 days ago. You shouldn't, okay? Now, we are going to take a look at today's message, right? Which is just an encompassing of really how magical the world that we live in and interact with is. The ruling number of the day is the number 3. So we're talking about tapping into your memory here. This is thinking energy. This is energy on the mental plane, okay? Now, when we're dealing with energy, my loves, drop my notebook. When we're dealing with energy, my loves, on the mental plane, we're dealing with energy of not just your thinking, but being able to rationalize things, being able to use your imagination, being able to use your creativity, with your imagination. This is where your ideals are, right? This is where you can find that you're analyzing things. This is also where you can find you're tapping into your being able to embrace your memory. One of the things about the spiritual world is a lot of times you ask questions and you get answers, but you doubt yourself. You doubt yourself. So if you can learn to trust yourself in this process, what you will learn is how magical the world is. So I explain to you guys in the daily vibrations all of the time, right? And you hear me repeat this pretty much every day, that you are not just responsible for mastering your sun sign. You got to master all aspects of the zodiac wheel, because the zodiac wheel is really aspects of yourself. Okay, so you're interacting with aspects of yourself on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, and sometimes on a yearly basis, just depending on where the transits are, right? And also you are interacting with yourself based on the relationships that you have in your life. Okay, now, so it plays out on so many different levels, from micro to macro, from macro to micro, back and forth. Okay, from big to small. Okay, now, or from small to big, right? Now, within the 12 zodiac wheel, what we're going to be doing is breaking them down by the elements. Okay, so we're not going to be so much sign specific in the daily vibration, right? But we're going to do elements. Now, you can utilize any particular element in the message if it resonates to you. Okay, so when you hear me talk about water energy, that is going to be the energy of Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. If you are not a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces, you can apply this energy to your emotions, okay? Because this is water energy, this is feeling energy, emotions, all right? When you hear me speak about the fire energy, you are hearing me speak about the signs Aries, the signs Leo, as well as the sign Sagittarius. But if you are not an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius, this is going to be the area where you're going to apply action. Movement is required, okay? And learning how to trust your intuition is also required here, right? Now, when you hear me refer to the earth sign, that is going to be Taurus, Capricorn, as well as Virgos, okay? And earth energy is going to be the practical world, the world of doing, okay? Physical manifestation, okay? Now, when you hear me reference the sign air energy, that is going to be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, okay? You don't have to be a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. You can tap into this energy by applying it to your thinking, how you think, the mental loops, okay? The inner conversations that you have with yourself, okay? Your intellect, all right? Now, as we're moving throughout the energy, right? You know, some days you may need to tap into all of these. Sometimes you may, I don't know where I set the the cards, y'all. Okay. Sometimes you may have to tap into all of these elements, you know, in a day. Other times it may just be one particular element that you're focusing on. All right. Now, the wonderful thing about how magical this world is because each and every one, when you begin to just grasp the concept of how spirituality works, or maybe even the law of attraction. Let's just use the law of attraction to chunk it down. When you begin to understand how the law of attraction works, they begin to explain to you that you gotta visualize, and you gotta meditate, right? And you gotta feel it, right? So you gotta apply your thinking, your imagination, and you gotta apply your feelings, and then you gotta apply actions, right? In order for you to see manifestation. So that's all in the law of attraction. The way you think, the way you feel about a thing is going to give you then the drive to take action, and the actions will produce manifestation. So the way you think is air energy, all right? And this is all law of attraction. Where you feel is water energy. The action you take is fire energy. The manifestation realm, okay, practical realm, earth energy. So today in the water energy, the emotional realm, the message is universal light. That's chakra energy, soul star energy, which is right above your crown chakra. So it's outside of your body, right above, hovering over your head. That is your spiritual connection to the universe. You can kind of consider it to be like your umbilical cord, right? This is your antenna to be tuned into everything, everywhere in all universes. You have access to that. You're like a radio, you know? So you need to embrace that. Emotionally universal light. You need to embrace your sovereignty on a spiritual level. You are everything. You are worthy of everything, yet you are nothing and connected to all things. You know, so the paradoxes may seem, you know, a little like, okay, what the fuck did she just say? But that's the beauty of what we uncover when you begin to study this at a deeper level. You don't have to attach yourself to something to experience it. You can experience that thing without physically having it. And an experiencing that thing then allows you the experience to physically experience it. Right? So remember, what you think and you add feelings to, so what you're thinking about, you're going to add feelings to it. Whether it's something positive or negative, the universe don't give a crap about that, right? So what you're thinking and how you feel about what you're thinking is then going to produce an action, and the action is then going to produce a manifestation. So today in the emotional realm, because we have the sun in Cancer, so that's emotional energy, the water realm, it's saying universal light. Like, you are connected to source. You have the answers. You are ancient. Tap into the Akashic fields. within you. Everybody got access to this. I mean, there's different levels to this, but you can't get to level 2 if you don't even begin to operate in level 1. You can't get to level 3 if you don't operate in level 1 and 2, right? You gotta at least start to play, to participate. You gotta participate. Manifestation is based on your participation. See, the thing that we are taught is that opportunities come once in a lifetime, and I can just tell you that's a crock of bullshit. Opportunities are linked to your intuition. If you can trust your intuition, it will lead you to the opportunities that you need. So emotionally today, it's saying universal light. Embrace who you are. Even if you don't understand it all, embrace it and allow it to unfold. Don't run from it. Even the ugly stuff. The universe does not know good or bad, or good or evil. It doesn't. You impress upon the universe what is good, what is bad, and what is evil. So when you begin to come to a place of neutrality, I don't even know if I'm saying that, when you're neutral. I don't think I said that right. When you get to a place when you're neutral, right? You get to mold that experience the way you want to. You don't have to label an experience bad if you can get some lessons for it. That can be just labeled as a lesson. See, a lot of people think that success just happens. Success doesn't happen without you trying things different ways and then failing to come up with a right way to do it. And I say that because you can start along a spiritual path and then start, maybe studying Buddhism, and then feel the need that you want to go over and you want to study mysticism. Many different ways to this path, which means success is not based on one particular thing. Mysticism may not work for you, but Christianity might. Buddhism may not work for you, but Hinduism might. It's a magical world. The universe is the universe. It's not biased. Humans are biased. Okay? So, emotionally today, universal light, recognizing that you are connected to all things and you are everything and that you are a sovereign being. Okay? Now, when we move on over to the fire energy, right, which is where you take action. So this is where the signs Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius lives. Okay? They're taking actions in this area. The message is angel and masters. So we're really still in the energy of the soul star chakra. Divine connection. Mastering yourself. Angels and masters. And this actually is card number 33. Come through, universe. Mastery. Have you mastered your emotions? Have you mastered your thinking? Have you mastered your actions based on how you feel or think about a thing to produce the experience that you want? See, now we think experiences always has to do with grand things. Sometimes experiences can just literally be you feeling whole and complete. So that would be a spiritual feeling that you would have to apply, filled with love. It's interesting when you're moving through life and you begin to understand and realize that you are responsible for all of this. And when you take responsibility, that's when the world becomes magical. And today, even in your actions, it's saying you know this stuff. Angels and masters here. Don't be a triggered puppet to people, or even yourself. Control your emotions, control your thinking, and then your actions will start being different. And then the manifestations will start looking different. I've come to a place now where I'm allowing things to unfold. And I can tell y'all something that's big, because I used to be a control freak. I used to be a control freak, you know. So yeah, let's move on over to the area of the earth energy. Okay, so you know that this is going to be Taurus's energy. It's also going to be Capricorns and Virgos. But this is the material realm, manifestation realm, the practical realm, the doing realm, and abundance. That's root chakra energy showing up here today. Root chakra energy is right below, or your genitals, or in your genitals area. The base of your spine, right? I want to say this too. Root chakra is responsible for family, trust, security. This is where I like to say the fight energy lies. How are you basing your abundance in the physical realm? Are you basing your abundance based on the things that you have or don't have? Or are you basing abundance based on you being a sovereign being? Whatever that means to you. Are you basing your abundance on your self-worth? Are you allowing yourself to have permission to have or be or express whatever you need to express to allow this abundance to flow in? Because this is what foundation is built on. Foundation is built on the root chakra. Family, trust, money. What's your relationship like with money? Do you tell money that you hate it? See, I think the whole concept, because when you begin to understand energy, the whole setup of teaching people to, for the love of money is the root of all evil. I think, that's a paradox within itself, and I'm going to tell you why. Because if you are doing what you were spiritually led to do, that can create wealth and abundance. All right, that can create wealth and abundance. But if you don't have a love and a healthy relationship with money, we're not talking about greed, right? When you truly love something unconditionally, you don't try to force control it. You allow it to flow. When you have a conditional love on something, right? When you have a conditional love on something, right? There's conditions. And with conditional loves, there's boundaries, there's limitation. So I'm just going to tell you now, think about this, right? What is your relationship like with money? Because it's showing up in also the air energy. Root chakra energy is showing up, the family card. How are you applying your relationship with money? How do you feel about money? What do you think about money? Root chakra energy also represents family. What were you taught in your family about abundance? What family things do you have going on now that you may need to release, that you may need to embrace, that you may need to embark on, that you may need to change? We've now stepped over into the air energy. So that's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. That's your thinking. What's going on in your mind about your family? Whether or not you started one, whether or not that you have one. What does that register with you today? How does that register with you today? And I say that too because, we're in Cancer season. Cancer rules the house of home, family, parents. So, you have the emotional energy, aka the water energy or the water element, reminding you of the universal light, your divine connection to source, okay? You have your actions telling you to tap into the angels and masters energy, allowing yourself to tap into that divine wisdom that's flowing in from the soul star chakra, okay? You got the root chakra today asking you how do you define abundance in your life today, especially when it comes to your root chakra, what's grounding you, your foundation, okay, family, okay, and you have root chakra showing up also with the family energy in the earth energy, okay. This energy is about your being practical, the doing, the manifestations, okay. So, two chakras to pay attention to is how divine and how sovereign you are spiritually. I'm not talking about physically, I'm talking about spiritually, you know, and grounding yourself and really thinking about what abundance and family means to you as you're moving throughout the day, okay? Remember, we're in a magical world. You need to keep that in mind, right? So your thinking fueled with your feeling produces your actions, and your actions then will be the vibration in which your manifestations are expressed. So you got to think about something, then feel a way about a thing, then take action in that thing, and then manifestation is going to come through. That's all right there. The 4 seasons, the 4 elements. Okay. All right. Yeah, I know the deal. Don't be afraid of the dark. You want to allow enlightenment to come in. So don't be afraid of the dark. Okay. Because out of darkness definitely comes enlightenment. You also want to do something kind for yourself. You want to love yourself. You want to acknowledge you. I don't care where you are. I don't care what you did. Acknowledge you. Love you. Be real and be true to you. You know, everybody's on a different path and a different pace. This is not about catching up with anyone. This is about being true to who you are, where you are. All right, I'll talk to you guys in tomorrow's Daily Vibration, my loves.